Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the In Between Podcast. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the In Between Podcast with your host, as always, Kyle McLemore. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Definitely helps the show stay alive, and we appreciate it here at MomsGarageStudios. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you guys doing? Did you see it yet? Did you watch the trailer yet? Because if you haven't, if you didn't know, Fast Earths, the trailer dropped just moments ago. And oh boy, I already can't wait for the last one was like 3.5 hours. What is this one? Gonna crack 4 hours? I mean, it's definitely part one of two. So we've got that to look forward to. And we've also got Jason Momoa coming into the Earth's family. I thought for sure he would be like a long-lost cousin or brother or some kind of family relative, but it doesn't seem that way. It seems like he's just going to be the main villain of the movie, which is interesting because it's like the kind of vibe that he's given off is not exactly what I would call intimidating or that's not true. Jason Momoa, just like, in person, like just the way he's built and looks is kind of like semi-intimidating. I just not as menacing as like a villain. I don't know, like his whole vibe is just like he's just like playing himself. Like it just looks like it's just Jason Momoa having a fucking fun ass time trying to kill Vin Diesel. Like he's not really being like menacing. He's just like, hey Dom, I kidnapped your son. He's just like doing all this like party dude stuff, which is cool. If anything, it makes me want to see it more because like it gives the vibe of like he's having fun in the role, which makes it fun for me to watch. And it also makes it more like, even though I know it's going to be ridiculous, it just makes it more fun when you feel like everyone else involved is having fun too. Like when everyone is on the same page, it's like, this is crazy as hell, but it sure is entertaining. They're already showing Jesus Christ. Anytime Vin Diesel gets like inside of a car, he's basically like, he could probably take on Superman as long as he's in that fucking V8, whatever that black car is. Like, they're already showing like helicopters like harpooning him, and he's just like fucking pulling down the choppers and stuff. Like, it should be very interesting. It looks like, it is 10, so it looks like they're bringing everyone who's ever been in Fast and Furious. Except The Rock? Like, he's noticeably the only one who's, like, not showing up in the whole trailer. Maybe he'll pop in for part 2. But so far, it's like, everybody. Jason Statham, the Han, the guy they killed, he's, like, still... where's Gal Gadot? Is she gonna ever come back? Is she the only one who, like, got, like, a permadeath? Like, we'll see. And I still have a sneaky suspicion that we're gonna see, like, whoever... the dad is. It showed a little clip of like whoever his mom is. Like it took 10 movies to finally introduce mom, but we'll see if they ever show who Daddy Vin Diesel is. It should be very interesting. Also, am I the only one who's like, hey, stop it with the Paul Walker footage? Like, Jesus, let the dude rest, man. Like, I get it, right? He's beloved. I get it. Who doesn't like Paul Walker? He was like one of the coolest guys, very chill. Paul Walker, very cool, man. But dude, stop recutting the old footage and like stop trying to like make him still in the movie. Like just let the dude go, man. Like you have 70 other people on the cast. Like it's cool. We had our time with Paul Walker. Just let it go, man. Just let it go. But no, they have to keep recutting the old footage and showing you all this stuff, making it all sad. But what I want to know is, and I will never stop bringing this up, when are we going to get the ultimate crossover, dude? Fast and Furious meets the Transformers to create the ultimate, dude. Are you telling me that wouldn't be the greatest movie of all time? To have, like, Vin Diesel... I had to call in a favor. It's my long-lost cousin, Optimus Prime. It's all about family. Dude, can you imagine Vin Diesel like, Optimus, let's go, and he jumps into a fucking car and fucking Transformers, come on, dude, cross it over. It would be so great to see the Fast and Furious and Transformer franchise merge into one beautiful movie. The Fast and the Transformers, the Transforming Furious, the Transfurious. Yeah, I don't know. But in other news, can we talk 1 second about The Last of Us? You guys watching The Last of Us? Because if you're not, hey, what you doing? Hey, what you doing over there if you're not watching The Last of Us? Because it's currently probably the best thing that's on TV right now. Or on, I don't know, does HBO Max count as TV? But either way, it's amazing. And can we also talk about, like, yeah, no spoilers, nothing. It's great. Check it out. But can we just talk about Pedro Pascal and how he's actually King Midas this whole time? Pedro Pascal secretly King Midas because everything that dude touches turns to gold, baby. Like, let's just take a second to look at what Pedro Pascal has done. Dude, showing up in Game of Thrones. Remember when he was in Game of Thrones? Remember when he was like one of the best parts of Game of Thrones before that show really took a dip? Luckily, he got out of there before it was terrible, but he was a great part of that show. I mean, what was he? The Prince of Dorne or whatever? The Prince of Dope is what he was. He was amazing in that show. And then what else do we got here? Narcos? Dude, Narcos. He was in on Narcos at the ground floor, dude. He was like a big part of what made Narcos awesome. He was in Wonder Woman 2, 1984, whatever you want to call it. And he was probably the best part of that movie. Wonder Woman 1984 was not good, but you know what was great? Pedro Pascal. Oh, and he did that movie too, We Can Be Heroes. That was like that kids movie. That was actually not that bad. Like, I remember that movie really had some legs for a minute. That's a Robert Rodriguez one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is Robert Rodriguez, dude. He is very sneaky about making, like, you know, really crazy violent stuff like Desperado and like that whole Desperado trilogy or whatever. That's all Robert Rodriguez. And guess what else he does? All the Spy Kid movies and, like, you know, stuff like this. We Can Be Heroes. It's actually kind of impressive that he can, like, balance such drastically different scales like that, like Desperado and Spy Kids. What the hell? Yeah, Robert Rodriguez. But yeah, back to Pedro. He's also the motherfucking Mandalorian, dude. Talk about, like, just, man, role after role that he's just, like, killing. Oh, and then, like, oh, did we mention his cool factor? Did he mention that he was in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage? Which just, like, shot him into the infinity realm of, like, dude, you are cool as hell, to me at least. And then, of course, you know, we just mentioned The Last of Us, which is just, like, another Jordan slam dunk that he just, like, boom! Pedro Pascal is straight up breaking the glass of the backboard on this slam dunk of his whole entire career. It's really entertaining to watch. Yeah, Pedro Pascal is on a roll. Yeah, really looking forward to more Last of Us. Currently on episode 4. Again, no spoilers, but man, they are doing so good with this show. Everything about it so far is amazing. Such amazing performances from everybody. Not just Pedro Pascal, but the young girl in the show as well is amazing. Man, really great performances. I love what they're doing with, like, the whole zombie thing. They're really not, like, overdoing it with the zombies. It's really cool. Yeah, great. Highly recommend that one. And of course, the biggest news coming up very soon, the Super Bowl. Which, I mean, you know me, Broncos country, let's ride. Not in this one, but Kansas City's in it, and since they're in my division, you know I gotta go against them, so it's all birds on this one. Go Birds! Yeah, rooting for Philly on this one. You guys see all that footage from that Philly and Niner game, dude? Philly fans are brutal. Oh my God. There was always like, the legend of Philadelphia and how it's like they are hardcore. And yeah, they are, dude. I saw some amazing footage of like all these Niner fans trying to leave the stadium and just an ocean of Eagle fans being like, fuck yeah. Dude, they were like egging them and shit. Like, dude, Philly fans are brutal. And I really hope that they travel too, because I think it's going to be in AZ this year, Arizona. So hopefully Philly can fly out to support the team. Man, it should be good. Looking forward to the halftime show. Rihanna, I'm sure, is going to blow the roof off. No doubt on that one. Also looking forward to whatever trailers are going to drop on this. They just released the new Flash poster. So I think it's expected that they're going to drop the trailer during the Super Bowl as well. So we'll finally get to see DC's version of No Way Home with like, the Flash, only with like, everybody keeps saying Michael Keaton. Dude, I want it to be Michael Keaton. I want it to be all the Batmans, dude. Bring in Michael Keaton. Bring in George Clooney. Bring in Val Kilmer. I mean, he doesn't have to talk. Just put the mask on him. Christian Bale. Dude, bring in everybody. I want to see all the Batman show up for like a second. And I can't wait to see, if they're doing Flashpoint, I'm really looking forward to it. I would love to see the Thomas Wayne version of Batman. We'll see. Super Bowl should be entertaining, I'm sure, as it always is. We'll see. I mean, I got lots of commercials to look forward to, and so I can't. Does anyone else get bothered when they do the stories, like the news coverage coming up to the Super Bowl, and they're like, what do you think the themes are going to be on this year's Super Bowl commercials? Is it going to be like emotional? Is it going to be like more silly with like animals? It's like, ugh, dude, are we really going to analyze like upcoming commercials? Like, ugh. But yeah, we could probably call it on that one. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and slap that like and subscribe button. Go ahead and punch that like and subscribe. It definitely helps Mom's Garage Studios stay alive, and we appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy that Super Bowl Sunday. Go Birds!